Yo, what is going on, everybody? Lucatron back with the or not with the live stream, sorry, with the video. And in this video, I am going to be reacting to how I improved my arena,
Hey, what's up?
how I improved in arena by Jivian TV. Go subscribe to him because he makes good content. All right, let's get into it.
Everybody? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a few things that helped me improve in arena and mechanically, and basically just how I improved over time. I know there's a lot of people that just feel stuck at the skill level they're at, and some of these tips might help you out. First thing I want to talk about is some of the
Yeah, so I have basically, this is hopefully going to be helpful for me because I've basically been um, at the same skill range and level for quite a while, and the only thing that has been like improving my gameplay is the ability to think outside the box and to do what other players don't usually do. So, like, when I go against someone, they're sort of confused at what I'm doing and they like call me weirdo and stuff, but I still end up killing them.
stuff I did in
So,
creative that helped me improve my mechanics and fighting sense. When I was first starting out in competitive, I knew that my mechanics were slower and my aim was worse than I needed it to be able to compete at all in a competitive level. So I grinded pretty much nothing but creative for a few weeks, and this was the most efficient way to improve my mechanics. That is basically all that I put my time towards, was just practicing editing, free building, stuff like that. This was when I was switching from controller to keyboard and mouse, like I knew I needed to improve my mechanics on.
yeah, so sorry for pausing the video so much, but I am really considering the switching to keyboard and mouse, and if any of you guys in the comments below have any tips or like any keybinds that I could snatch from you guys, because right now I'm using this controller, like plugged in and stuff. It's not a bad setup, but I just feel like I could have so much more potential with keyboard and mouse, especially with me wanting to go to a competitive level. Um, yeah, so
On keyboard and mouse if I was going to be able to compete. So I just went ham and did nothing but creative because I wanted to get good as fast as I could. Whoa, that kind of rhymed. So basically, I ran edit courses every day, and I was mainly using Raiders courses like his box fight practice map and his impossible edit maps. On top of this, I was also grinding Kovacs every day. If you're on console and can't get Kovacs, then I recommend using the Skovacs map. And by the way, I'm going to put all these maps in the description for you. So anyways, I was grinding those maps for about 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even more some days. Just pushing myself as hard as I could. I wanted to become as fast and consistent as possible, so I was working my butt off. On top of this, something that not a lot of people do is I learned a ton of retakes. Just like scripted retakes, like double ghost hops, stuff like that. Just stuff you would only do in creative mode. I know this sounds like a waste of time just because it's not useful in game, but learning retakes helps you to master movement, edits, and builds. Like, what I would do is anytime I saw someone doing a retake I'd never seen or tried, I would just hop into creative and learn it. And it helped me improve my mechanics so fast into like a level beyond most people. I'm not saying I'm like the best builder or anything like that, but it definitely helped me in a competitive sense. It helped like my movement so much above anything else. And movement is super important. It was also fun learning these retakes. Like, it was a pretty fun way to practice, and I definitely saw it helping me a lot, so I'd recommend it. On top of that, I also joined a ranked 1v1 server where I would box fight a ton of people, and you can also build fight in realistic in these maps. And basically, as I got better, I would face better opponents because you earn ranks in the Discord. I don't know if there's any pop-in servers like that anymore. Like, it used to be a lot more pop-in. There might still be some, but you'd have to look it up. Just search like ranked Fortnite box fight server, something like that. But if you can't find anything, you can also find people to 1v1 in East Opens or like Mayhem East Customs. Or if you're on other servers, just literally search the name of your server and then either like opens or scrims or something like that. So say you're on Europe, search EU open scrims or something like that, and you'll definitely find some servers.
so I haven't tried that out. I probably will go over that with you guys, but I don't know what that will show. So I might need to like transition to my face, just only the face cam. Let me read a little bit of it, and then I'll transition it back depending on if it's decent or if we can't put that in the video.
Just Googled that. Someone was asking about Middle East, and I just went to Google and I was like, Middle East Fortnite scrims, and I found a ton of servers. So anyways, 1v1ing a lot of people, that obviously helped me get better because I was learning different play styles. The more people you fight, the more you understand the game and the patterns and combos players use. And it's still good to 1v1 people even today. Like, even though I got really good at 1v1ing people, I took a break and I came back to 1v1s, and there's tons of new strategies. You know, people are evolving in the game constantly, so you want to keep 1v1ing people every now and then. Try to pay attention to the way they play and try to predict their movement. Maybe even VOD review and try to see like what kind of stuff they do. Because if you can learn the way they play, you'll just understand people in the game a lot more. Each player that you master fighting against is another player in game that you'll know how to handle, if that makes sense. Basically, if you don't try to learn what other people are doing, then you're going to fall behind the meta pretty fast, because players are constantly evolving. Basically what I'm saying is, don't get comfortable with one playstyle. You're going to need to keep evolving your playstyle to keep up with other players. So anyways, let's talk about something else. After I got my mechanics to a good place, I eventually just made a 15-minute warm-up that I do every day when I get on. I have videos on my warm-up, but in short, I'll just describe it. I go to Raiders box fight practice map, run the edit courses with the targets, and I grab any missing builds in the courses to practice my piece control. And I also set up right hand peeks whenever I shoot at the targets. Then I go to aim duels with my teammate Temper and warm up for about 5 minutes, and then 1v1 Temper until I'm really warmed up. We don't run this every day, but when we do run this warm up, obviously our aim's a little bit more warmed up than usual and our mechanics are just feeling saucy. So now let's talk about what I focus on in Arena. The main thing I should stress is that you need to be practicing what you are bad at. If you're struggling with confidence in fights, I just recently made a video on confidence. It'll probably help you out, so go check that out. If you struggle in big endgames, you should be running scrims or zone wars. If you struggle off spawn, you need to be focusing on VOD reviewing your early game fights and see how you got outplayed and how your opponents rotate. It's stuff like this, focusing on your weaknesses and how to turn your weaknesses into strengths. Because once you master all areas of Arena, that's when you have a chance to go pro. If you have any weakness, that's going to affect you in every tournament. So you can't ignore them. You have to really turn them into strengths, otherwise you're going to be at a disadvantage in tournaments. Another thing that helped me a lot with Arena and tournaments was this tip that Destiny Jesus gave in one of his videos. He suggested playing Arena in sets of 10 games. That way it kind of feels like you're playing a tournament. You know, Cash Cups are 10 games long, and if you play Arena in sets of 10 games, you'll just be used to that format. You can VOD review after the 10 games.
That's actually really smart because if you're playing in the style that the Fortnite tournaments are actually playing at, then you'll become more used to the format, and you'll act like it's a tournament. So then when tournaments do come up, you have more of an opportunity and more of a chance to um, like hopefully make it into the money. That makes a lot of sense.
Games of Arena, learn from any mistakes, and just prepare yourself for the next set of 10 games or the Cash Cup, whatever's coming next. It's a great way to practice for tournaments. But yeah, basically the moral of the story is, if you're struggling in Arena, there's a lot of ways you can practice those things in creative, just like I described in this video. And there's even more opportunities out there in creative. There's constantly new maps arising, so just keep your eyes out. Anything that looks like it might be helpful, give it a try, see if it helps you out, you know? Speaking of maps, I want to start making maps maybe once or twice a month. So drop any ideas you have for me in the comments. Like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, feel free to come by the Twitch stream sometime. The link is in the description. I run Zone Wars on stream like once or twice a week. But yeah guys, peace.
So I find that was a very informational video for gaming. I'm gonna transition over to. Oh wait, no, I don't have transitions on this. Okay, so I'm gonna hope that. Wait, so what did he say? Like any West Fortnite scrims. Jeez, holy crap. So, PC, Oceania. Holy. Uh, damn, okay. Well, that was an interesting video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy um how to improve in Arena. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys all later.